Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. Most people sat in the back. I was waiting to see how many would come up front. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our celebration. And first, I would like to have Dr. Lynch come up and say a few words for us.
Thank you, Melissa. And what a, finally, it seems like forever, but a nice opportunity to gather, even if it is with masks and social distancing. Still, it's a lot better than what we have been doing with Zoom and Skype and Teams. This is a step in the right direction, and someday I hope back towards what we all recall as normal. Well, good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us today for Troy's annual Nursing Excellence Award program, which honors winners and nominees of Lorraine Headley Nursing Excellence Award, Daisy Team, Daisy Nurse Leaders, and the new Beaumont Health Nursing Excellence Awards. Today we will be recognizing our Nursing Excellence in Practice Awards posters and contest winners, as well as those who achieved their clinical ladder last year. I would like to personally thank our Beaumont nursing team for the care, compassion, and support and clinical excellence they provided our patients and our family members this past year, especially in light of what we have all lived through. If you can remember those pre-COVID days with the patient surge and how busy we were, and how crazy it was in the emergency room with no breaks and up on the floors, jam-packed with no breaks, and then COVID hit, and the rest is sort of history. The teamwork displayed in your resilience and dedication during this year has been nothing short of incredible. Now it is time for us to take a moment to recognize our amazing nursing colleagues for stepping up every day, no matter what the challenge. As we continue to reemerge from the cocoon caused by COVID, Beaumont Troy stands ready to meet the needs of our communities we serve. It is my firm belief that we now need to refocus. This is probably our new normal. We need to get back to what made Troy great, which is looking at growth and looking at meeting the community needs of that growth. And as it relates to medical care, always keeping safe, quality care led by nursing squarely in our sights. Thank you for everything you do, and it's my honor to kick off the award ceremony today with the nominees and winners of the Lorraine Headley Nursing Excellence Awards. Personal thank you for everything you do every day. So, Melissa and Jack.
Thank you, Dr. Lynch. So before we get started, a few things I wanted to say. So for the 18th year in a row, America, through the Gallup poll, has ranked nursing as the most trusted profession in the country. Few professions have the honor and privilege as nurses do to support the whole person holistically, not just the disease or what you're treating, but the mind, the body, the spirit. From moments of the most profound joy to deepest sorrow, nurses are there for the life-changing and unforgettable moments and every moment in between with our patients and their families. And you'll hear a lot about our nominations, our winners, our finalists that give great examples of exactly this. Nursing is the tie that connects our community with excellent care and healthcare outcomes. Compassion and caring is what we do best. It is the most valuable gift that nursing can give a patient and their family. It's what each of you do better than any other team that honestly I've ever seen, and what makes Troy what Troy is. What I would say for this year with our challenges and what we have moving forward is not to forget to be the difference and make the difference. It's what you say and what you do, not how you say and do it. Caring safeguards and affirms our humanity. It unveils our true thoughts, feelings, and attitudes, and allows us to give more authentically to the relationships with our patients. Caring improves the patient outcome and their satisfaction, but it's also a contagious energy that exudes throughout the organization and to each other. It evokes awareness and intuition. It is positive and inspirational. It truly is that wonder glue that connects relationships, that interconnectedness with each other, with the community, with the other disciplines. It's what makes Troy unique and sets us apart, and something that we can't forget during these trying times and ever-changing moments. So with that, thank you for all that you guys have done. I'm going to have Jack come up with me because we're going to go ahead and get started with our Lorraine Headley Awards. I do have a little cheat sheet, as I was not privileged to know Lorraine Headley, but wanted to just give a few bullet points about Lorraine for those of you who may not know the background, as I didn't prior to coming to Troy. So Lorraine was an employee and in 1978 joined the Beaumont Troy team. Her strengths in leadership and strategies for the organization were recognized, and in 1984, she became the chief nurse executive. In 1987, she was appointed assistant hospital director, a position which she would hold until her death on May 29, 2005. Lorraine never forgot her first calling. Lorraine was first and foremost a nurse. As a nurse leader, she could move a project from conception to completion, creating one team, one dream along the journey. As a nurse administrator, she could trace processes, suggest improvements, and implement changes in such a way her staff was empowered, engaged, and invested. She was an instrumental leader in launching the Wilson Cancer Resource Center, a premier service and support for those facing cancer. Ironically, it was such support and the excellence and compassion of nurses she inspired and led that would have the privilege to care for Lorraine when she would need them. Though light lit long ago when Lorraine first accepted the call into nursing, she still burns brightly today at Troy. This light is her legacy, and she would be proud that it continues to glow in the nurses and nursing assistants that are chosen to receive the Lorraine Headley Nursing Excellence Award. So her family this year, due to COVID-19, have chose not to come, but they are here in heart and spirit with us, and we did say that we would record this award ceremony so that they can virtually see the nominees and the winners and still have that connectedness in hopes that they'll be able to meet one-on-one in the future, those nominees and our winners. Okay, I'm gonna let Jack start with our nursing assistant group.
Do we want them to come down? Can we have all the nursing assistant finalists come on down? Nancy Dunn. Stephanie Amore. Tyler Ashcraft. Pam Catlin. Manny Mendoza. Maria Tartareanu. Sorry, I hacked that one up. Thank you. So I'm going to read the nominations for all these fine people. Thank you for everything that you do. First, Nancy Dunn. Nancy's been a nursing assistant for 17 years and is caring, dependable, and a hardworking individual. What she loves most about her job is the interactions with patients, such as telling a joke or sharing a funny story to put a smile on their face and helping them through a stressful day. She shows empathy while sitting at the bedside and supporting the patient when they cry or vent frustrations, and is a cheerleader when they think they can't sit in a chair or go for a walk. Nancy makes heartfelt connections with both the patient and their families. She does an amazing job as a preceptor and enjoys being able to share her experience with new NAs by being a role model for the personal side of patient care. Nancy takes a lot of pride as a nursing assistant and truly practices the Beaumont standards. So, Nancy, thank you. Stephanie Amori, nominated by Jake Forhen on 7 West. Stephanie has quickly become a leader within the night shift crew. She's a UPC member, a member of the Nursing Assistant Task Force, and spends time balancing the midnight crew schedules. She strives to enhance her knowledge and skills to provide care that is patient and family-centered. She's caring and responsive to her patients and her fellow staff members. She never hesitates to lend a helping hand. She consistently demonstrates Beaumont's values and would be well deserving of this honor. So Stephanie, thank you. Tyler Ashcraft, NA, nominated by Selena Kawar, NA, from 4 North. Tyler is a very caring, compassionate, and has demonstrated that he is a very reliable and honest person. He is a very dedicated, hard worker, and I am extremely impressed by his organizational skills. He has a very outgoing personality and is a team player, constantly going out of his way to help his coworkers. The way he works with patients and their family members is consistent with the Beaumont standards of care, and he provides patient family-centered care at all times. Tyler is beyond deserving of the 2020 Lorraine Headley Nursing Excellence Award. So Tyler, thank you. Pam Catlin from EC. She's an emergency technician nominated by Lee Grisback, her manager in the EC, and somebody I personally have known for many, many, many years. As an ECT, Pam consistently displays respect and compassion for all her patients by maintaining their dignity, consistently updating their plan of care, and providing quality of care with her expertise in emergency nursing care. Pam not only performs ECT duties, but she also wears many other hats. She's dedicated to learning the Joint Commission requirements and helping maintain them to make sure we are providing the safest environment and delivering quality care. Pam has dedicated her time to cleaning the department and facilitating work orders, which has remarkably improved the safety of the environment. Pam also wears the hat of patient representation by providing compassion and assistance to patients and families while rounding on the unit. The EC is extremely lucky to have such a compassionate and caring employee who goes above and beyond to make connections with the patients and their families while they're in the EC. So Pam, thank you. Manny Mendoza, NA, nominated by Nicole Beneteau from 5 West. Manny is often recognized by his peers and patients and families for outstanding care and compassion. He goes above and beyond every day to take the time to connect with patients. Recently, a family nominated him for saluting our stars, writing, "Manny treated my father and our family with compassion and care. He talked to my dad, asked us, the family, what our needs were, and was quick to get us whatever we needed. Manny is personable and easy to talk to. He helped make a very difficult situation bearable. In our brief encounter with Manny, he impressed our family. Manny is able to make connections with patients and families by listening and displaying empathy. Manny is an amazing oncology nursing assistant." Thank you. And last but not least, we have Maria Tartareanu. I didn't destroy that too bad?
It's fine.
Thank you. So it's something close to that is what she's saying. Nominated by Debbie Jago from MSICU. Maria is unfailingly kind to all her patients and goes the extra mile for them. The patients report how wonderful it is and compliment her care. Maria demonstrates customer service, dignity, respect, and safety to those she cares and works with. These qualities are her pillars and her foundation of care. Maria is a very hard worker, self-directed, and motivated. She's a team player, willing to help coworkers and working extra shifts when the unit is short-staffed. Maria is a supreme preceptor, doing an outstanding job to make sure the newest employees, in all classes, RN, CA, NA, know what to do for the patients. It is said that the light from outside, just one candle can light the way for others. With that, Maria is our shining light on MSICU, and that is why she is nominated for the Lorraine Headley Nursing Excellence Award. So why don't we give a hand for all these wonderful people? And the winner is Nancy Dunn from 3 East. Thank you. Great job, and thanks for everything you guys do.
Okay, so next, we're going to do the RN nominations. So if I could have Julia Boyles, Kristen Green, Lisa Guest, Francine Kemp, and Ryan Reynolds come on down. I'm going to have Jack do the flowers. As you know,
My specialty.
the men have a little more of a manly bouquet than the females, so I just wanted to make sure Jack got that straight. Okay,
Like I would have known.
exactly, that's why I had to take a moment to make sure. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Lisa Guest, nominated by Marianne Dizdak. So close. CA on 2 East. Lisa has been with Beaumont for 20-plus years and has seen many nurses come and go. The care she provides her patients is excellent, and she is an advocate for all. She is a preceptor to many of the new grad nurses. A 29-year coworker returned to work following stage 3 breast cancer and after 1 year being cancer-free was diagnosed with stage 4 with METS. The coworker was admitted on 2 East with positive COVID-19 along with battling her cancer. The patient was placed on a ventilator, and Lisa was working the day it was decided that there was no longer hope for recovery. The patient's husband and mother were in the room, but it was too difficult to stay when it came time to stop the vent. Lisa stayed with the patient and held her hand so she would not be alone without someone she knew when she passed. Lisa felt the patient squeeze her hand before she took her last breath. It took a special person to be able to do this for another. Julia Boyles, nominated by Nicole Beneteau on 5 West. Julia has been a dedicated team member since 2014 and is kind, compassionate, and selfless. She has a true calling to nursing, and it is evident by her daily practice. She is chair of our UPC and developed and designed patient education posters for the unit. Julia is the epitome of outstanding nurse and demonstrates all the Beaumont standards day in and day out. One of her patients recognized her by writing that during an inpatient stay, the patient was able to get to know Julia via her presence, discussion, and service. Julia shared why she had become a nurse, and the patient indicated, "There is no doubt patients are well cared for by her." The patient stated they were recognized as a person by Julia, making them feel as they were important and cared for as an individual. Julia's selfless act of care, respect, and service are evident every day. Thank you. Kristen Green was nominated by Cindy Doyle on 3 East. Kristen is always smiling, upbeat, and positive while working on our very busy surgical unit. She is a part of the charge nurse team, a preceptor, and a member of our UPC. Kristen is kind, compassionate, and always willing to help her fellow coworkers. One of her patients was trying to figure out her new life, which included a tracheostomy, and was unable to speak. Kristen's patient and tender, loving care allowed her to interact with this patient to figure out what she was saying. The patient was very happy that Kristen could understand what she was mouthing. The patient's daughter was happy that after everything her mother had been through, to see how she lit up and smiled whenever she saw Kristen. Also, she knew her mother was safe and in good hands, and she was able to leave that day without any worries. Thank you. Francine Kemp was nominated by Mary Gardy-Tan on 7 West. Francine recently took care of a patient that had a high BMI with legs that were red and very swollen with blisters. The patient was very uncomfortable in their bedside chair and had a hard time getting in and out of it. Fran patiently worked with the patient and the nursing assistant to find a comfortable chair. The patient was very appreciative of all Fran's effort and the time she took to spend to try out every chair that was available. Fran always keeps her patients at the center of her care, going above and beyond to ensure they are safe and always comfortable. She advocates for patients to improve their physical and emotional well-being. She is collaborative, caring, compassionate, and treats the patients as if they are her own family members. She truly embodies the great qualities of Lorraine Headley. Thank you. Ryan Reynolds was nominated by Lee. I can never say Lee's last name. So, at the Emergency Center, I won't even butcher it because she's not here to correct me today. Ryan consistently strives to partner and collaborate with employees, families, and patients to make sure the highest quality of care is delivered. He is always researching innovative ideas and implementing them to make the patient experience better. He was recently awarded a grant to use privacy screens in the EC for hallway patients during high-volume times. One evening, Ryan received a call from another healthcare system requiring equipment they did not have. He traveled to the facility to make sure the staff had the resources and knowledge and proper use of equipment to keep their patients safe. Ryan is a role model to the EC staff with his critical thinking and making sure patients and families are cared for with respect, dignity, and high-quality care. So I want to pause and give all of you a round of applause. So this year's Nurse Lorraine Headley Award goes to Lisa Guest. Okay. So again, just showing the connection of caring and compassion. Each and every story, the foundation and connection is the compassion, the empathy, and the caring for our patients and families. It's the foundation and built through our culture, and I'm just so proud of each and every one of you. So our next awards we're going to switch to is our DAISY team presentation. And so MSICU and Debbie, come on down.
So we have a bit of a novel here, so bear with me. I'm very proud to nominate the MSICU staff and educator Bridget Felix for the DAISY Team Award 2020. The week of March 15th was supposed to be like any other week until COVID showed up. Don't we all know that? The MSICU and its staff were the first to turn COVID into a COVID-positive ICU. Although MSICU had not volunteered formally, the staff took the challenge with passion, grit, and determination. They gave their hearts, souls, passion, knowledge, and physical strength to each patient, doctor, and hospital staff member. Why should they be recognized? The MSICU team has clear direction, open communication, and they were risk takers and embraced change, mutually accountable, clear direction, have common goals, allow differences in opinions, collaborate, and have team trust, all in the face of a world pandemic. It was evidenced by clear direction. We knew that we would have very ill patients and possibly do things or see things that we have never done since. We have never had COVID patients before. MSICU had a clear sense of what the team needed to accomplish and how a successful outcome looked. Our goal for every patient is to provide respectful, competent care no matter what the outcome. And we provide the very best care to each patient. Open and honest communication is crucial to building a sense of camaraderie between members and keeps the clear direction, goals, and objectives in sight. Some of that communication was a daily note from the manager, corporate updates, morning huddles, staff giving opinions, offering suggestions, trying new processes, or just keeping open for opportunities to do something that they hadn't tried before. The most important part of the MSICU communication was listening. Listening is not just a way to find things out. It also showed respect for leadership, for other hospital members, physicians, and each other. They listened, got involved, showed they were in it for the long haul, and meant it. The MSICU team supported risk-taking and change. Good teams support appropriate risk-taking and experimentation for change. They look on first-time mistakes as opportunities for learning. And the MSICU team did this shift by shift, whether it was putting stickers in pockets inside the room to ease ability for lab draws, to using the doors to write valuable information regarding ventilator changes. The team was encouraged to try a lot of different things or approaches till they found what worked best for us and our patients. We were the first to ask for PTOT to assist us in proning patients so we could use their expertise along with our care to maximize the outcomes for our patients. MSICU team is mutually accountable. Our team accepted responsibility as individuals and as a team. They don't blame one another for team mistakes and failures, but we learn from them. We celebrate our successes together and recognize special performances and contributions that each team member makes to the total work of the team. Communication is crucial to building a sense of camaraderie between members of our patients, families, and other hospital personnel. MSICU team members are comfortable with each other and sharing insights and ideas. Common goals helped MSICU team stay focused and allowed us to be a successful team that members place the common goal above individual interests. Along with communication, the MSICU team was encouraging differences in opinions. We were consistently looking at our processes, options, materials, supplies, that we had to improve our care and communication with each other and our patients. It was Tamara suggested this, or Amy found this item, or John read this information, taking it all in account and seeing what would work or not work for us. Difference in opinions improved our team performance. Diverse opinions stir imagination and new ideas. Imagination, new ideas stir creativity and out-of-the-box ideas. The idea is simple enough. The more you collaborate and the more you communicate, the more you create. The MSICU team collaborated with our physicians, hospital staff, and most of all our patients and families. So you can see that the MSICU rose to the occasion during this COVID experience, but the funny thing is this MSICU team is the same team that rises to each challenge daily without pandemic situations. This current situation just illuminated what they already know, that the MSICU team is outstanding on a consistent basis. Respectfully submitted, Deborah Jago, MSN, BSN, RN, CNML, Administrative Manager. So thank you.
Again, congratulations, team.
Yes.
I just realized I didn't do the PowerPoint forward, so I apologize about that. So next, we're going to do the Daisy Nurse Leader Award. So if I could have Sherry come on down. So Sherry Silveri on 6 West is the Leader Award winner this year. Sherry was nominated by Lorena Martin in the 6 West UPC. So I'm going to go ahead and read her nomination. Each unit has a manager, but what sets apart each manager apart is what makes them a true nurse leader, one that impacts staff and patients alike in more ways than one. She exhibits role modeling behaviors every single day. On a typical day, you will see her attending many meetings with staff, rounding on the unit with each staff member to make sure they are doing okay, always asking, "What can I do for you?" and truly meaning it. She ambulates patients regularly to and from the bathroom to assist nurses and nursing assistants in attending to call lights. In recent events, our unit was transformed to accepting COVID patients, rule-outs and positives. Sherry was there for staff from day one with this and preparing all staff on proper procedures and how to keep safe during this time. New changes come every day, but Sherry sets aside time to send out emails regarding the changes to keep us safe. Nothing defines Sherry more than a transformational leader. 6 West has one of the largest UPC attendance throughout the hospital. This is in part because Sherry is a large promoter of shared governance. She brings forward new business and floor issues and collaborates with the UPC in the direction that our unit may want to move forward. Nursing engagement is crucial to have on a strong team and with great patient outcomes. Sherry's leadership inspires her own staff to be leaders in their own capacity, whether they are a bedside nurse, educator, nursing assistant, or CA. Sherry's everyday sincerity creates a caring environment in which trust and compassion blankets our unit and all who are welcome to it. A patient fall is a far dreaded occurrence for any nurse, but when this happens, Sherry jumps in and is hands-on. She is there for the nurse or nursing assistant and comforts them, and more importantly, never sheds guilt due to the occurrence. Rather, we develop a plan together to determine why it happened and what we can do to prevent the same incidents from occurring again. Sherry has an uncanny ability to motivate her staff, including our Friday emails, is a list of staff that have been recognized for their amazing work, whether it be from patients, staff, or their families. Recognition is a small part of what motivates our staff to become amazing nurses and nursing assistants. Sherry has also set up monthly staff nomination boxes in which we can nominate our own for their outstanding work. Sherry is always advocating for her staff and promotes self and staff governing. She fought for our appropriate matrix on the unit and was part of developing our PCU polling guidelines. These guidelines empowered med-surg nurses to have a voice when it comes to their assignments. This not only gives nurses appropriate assignments, but keeps our patient and staff safe as well. She promotes and enhances the image of nursing as she encourages ortho recertification for our nurses on the unit. She creates lasting relationships with all that come to our unit. Part of what makes 6 West strong is that many of our staff have been hired from within our own unit, whether it be students that have precepted on 6 West or nursing students that have graduated nursing school. In addition, she is a large contributor to our Nurses Week as she helps plan activities and organize events. Last year, for each day of Nurses Week with the other nurse leaders, she rounded on each unit providing ice cream sundaes, game activities, and prizes to celebrate nursing. Sherry loves to celebrate nurses, not just during Nurses Week, but throughout the year. Being a nurse manager means way more when you exhibit nothing but nurse leader qualities. Sherry's sincerity, respect, and compassion leave lasting impressions on everyone she meets. She is always displaying kindness and encouraging everyone to be kind to one another, and it inspires us all to do so. Sherry is deserving of this amazing recognition, not only for being a team leader, but for being a transformational leader. Congratulations again. So, before we move on, I did want to pause because something I was going to do at the end, but reading Sherry's nomination stemmed that I'm not going to wait until the end of our ceremony. I did want to pause and thank our nursing team that has helped prepare Nurses Week celebration. We've had a whole team from Debbie that's helped, Sherry, Lorna, Ruth, Mike's been on the team, Tiffany, Stephanie's helped, Kim, Kathy. We've had a whole large group to help make the events and our part 2 of Nurses Week celebration happen. So I just wanted to pause now and recognize the entire team that made not just this happen, but the entire week. Thank you all so much for your help, as I couldn't have planned everything without your help, because you guys really planned it all for me. So thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so next, I want to read through those that are our Troy finalists for our Beaumont Nursing Excellence Awards, our system winners and site finalists. So as I read names, if those that are here are present, please just stand up. I am going to read the list of names. There's quite a few, so if we want to pause for the applause and recognition till the end, that would be great, because I know quite a few folks are here. So the first category was Nurse Hero of the Year, and our site finalist and Troy winner was CJ. So CJ, if you could stand up. Okay, people aren't listening, but that's okay. Let's clap briefly after everyone, because I agree. You guys, you got me. That's right. It's hard to hold it because it's so exciting for everyone, so I agree. We'll clap. Nurse Transformational Leader, Vanessa, the A&M on 4 North. Vanessa, stand up. Nurse Structural Empowerment, Nancy Vedelich. I know Nancy's working, so I think she had to go back to her unit. Nurse Empirical Outcomes, Sarah Chung. I know she's not here today, but we'll recognize hers still. Nurse Exemplary Professional Practice, Ree McQuarrie. Behind the Scenes Nurse, Kathy D. Nurse New Knowledge, Innovation, and Improvements, Ryan Reynolds. Nurse Rookie of the Year, Angela Barretto. Nurse Preceptor of the Year, Laura Derone. Nurse Advanced Practice, Nurse Excellence, Wendy Santavica. Sorry, Wendy. Nursing Team Award. So we had a tie here. So the first team award was the Emergency Center. Our second award was our CICU team, which was also the Beaumont Health System winner of the team award. So congratulations. Nursing Support Staff Helping Hands Hero. So we have 3 finalists. So Yvonne Gamble, Gage Skinner, and Cole Pawson. I know Cole is now a nurse here, but was nominated at Dearborn when he was a graduate nurse or a nurse tech. So we're celebrating him as well. Nursing Support Staff Helping Hands Leader, Ross Nichols. Nursing Support Staff Helping Hands Collaborator is Selena Kawar, and Selena was also the Beaumont Health System winner of this category. And so these events, this is our first annual award celebration. You folks can go ahead and sit down. Again, thank you so much. We had a large event and gala planned, but with COVID, it's been reworked. So there is a video celebration that there's been recordings and pictures of all the finalists and some other special things coming out next week, that we will have a recorded video celebration and presentation in hopes that next year for our second annual that we'll be able to recognize this year's winners as well. Okay, so with that, next is our Nursing and Excellence Practice Poster Awards. So I will have Sarah Berry come on down.
Okay, so we had 7 excellent posters this year for the Nursing Excellence in Practice Awards, which is very surprising as we've been talking about what's been going on with COVID. So thank you so much to everybody who worked hard and submitted their posters. We had 3 top posters who were winners. And so if you hear your poster read, please come down. Our 3rd place winner was authored by Holly Kowal, so Early Mobility in the Critically Ill Mechanically Ventilated Patient. Our 2nd place winner was authored by a lot of people. So I'm going to read them all, just to recognize everybody. Julia Boyles, Stephanie Perales, Lauren Belladou, Sarah Stigler, Melinda Jones, Kristen Mobes. If any of you are here, just start coming on down. Paula Miles, Shannon Morehouse, Tracy Ulig, Jessica Brock, Andrea Pruitt, Nicole Benetow, Ruth Keeney, and Phyllis Stanek. So 5 West. And the title of their poster was Implementing a Team Approach to Reducing Patient Falls on the Oncology Hospice Inpatient Unit. And for our 1st place winner, the 1st place winner poster was authored by Amy Holcomb, Naomi Ishioka, Nicole Maruli, and Sarah Chung. Come on. And I think, did I see Nicole here? I don't know. Title, Improving Emergency Department Documentation. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. Great job, everyone. I had the honor of helping judge, and they were amazing, amazing posters and work that you all have done with evidence-based practice, so kudos. So next, I'm going to ask Debbie Jagow to come down to talk about our CAPE contest and our traveling cart.
Okay. All right, so with changes in COVID, we changed our traveling cart a little bit this year. We had prepackaged ice cream, but hospital administration, nursing administration, all the managers and A&Ms had lots of fun taking the cart around on days and nights to make sure that we could get ice cream treats to all of you as staff on doing a great job. So we took on the idea of, instead of caps, capes. Superheroes, because we all are, because we're frontline heroes, right? Right. So the challenge was to decorate capes. And so 19 departments / units took on the challenge. And so we had a judge's decisions of 1, 2, and 3. And then we had a people's choice, which was out in Main Street, if you noticed them all hanging for a week, counting. So let's get to the fun part. All right, so from the judges, the third place winner is a tie between Mother Baby and Six West. Come on down and get your prize. Mother Baby? No one from Mother Baby? Okay. Second place goes to Two East. Anyone from Two East? Okay. And first place judges. Education. Okay, now People's Choice. We had over 276 votes cast, and third place of the People's Choice was CPCU. Okay. Second place went to CICU. Come get your prize. Right, and first place goes to 5 West. Come on down. In addition to, we also had raffles going on for, you had to guess the number of candy in the jar and the superhero rings in the container. So, with the exact number, 5 South, Christine wins the candy at 97 pieces. So someone from 5 South, please. And then the rings, the closest person to the rings, she was off by 1, was Lisa Joseph from 6 West, and the actual number was 104. So again, 6 West, we have something for you. So congratulations to everyone. Thank you all for participating. We have the ice cream cart coming back around yet tomorrow, days and nights. So look forward to having some more treats, and thank you. Happy Nurses Week. Happy Nurses Week.
Thank you so much, Debbie and Sherry, for that. I don't know, I hope all of you got to see all of the capes. It was so hard to try to pick. Every cape was just phenomenal, and the story that was portrayed around each unit, what it represented, was just phenomenal. I loved them all, so thank you. So next, we're going to recognize the 2019 Clinical Ladder folks. So if you're in the room, just stand up as I read the names. So for 2019, Kristen Fausto, Rebecca Hopkins, Jessica Brashko, Mara Johnson, Mary Zwerner, Nancy Varkes, Rachel Hines, Kate Avery, Shilpa Ramikar, Tiffany Ahern, Dana Theed, Remy Lagaza, Laura Tate, Athena Panilli, Kristen Bozen, Holly Kowal, Jacqueline Krupa, Sarah Johnson, Jessica Bierman, Candace Zulo, Josenia Fair, Kayla Arellano, Tam Truong, Janelle Kemp, Cassandra Zeisik, Michelle Caprillo, Annabella Ottenbacher, Elizabeth Moss, April Turbrack, Erica Morrison, Julianne Gillespie, Mohani Bajan, Raja Bahari, Lisa Topi Kalespel, Amelia Weiss, Tamara Lindstrom, Chris Kloft, Kelly Mish, Alicia Pugh. So congratulations to all our last year clinical ladder winners. Excellent. Okay, so we're nearing the end of our ceremony. We have two more items. So one is to call our Honor Guard nursing colleagues down for a brief but powerful presentation.
Okay, we just wanted to take a moment to remember some of our colleagues. But just in case you have not been formally introduced to us, we're the Troy Nursing Honor Guard. We recognize and honor our men and women who have been dedicated their lives to the profession of nursing, and it's modeled after a military guard ceremony. As you can see, our uniforms, we wear our whites with cap and our capes. And we perform ceremonies, whether it's a Beaumont employee or not, as long as it's a nurse and the family has requested it, we will be glad to do that. Currently, our Honor Guard is all volunteer. We have about 25 members. We average around 5 members per ceremony. And again, like I said, as long as the request is made, we will try to honor that. In 2016 is when we started. Unfortunately, last year we weren't able to honor some of those people, so if you have a couple minutes, we'd like to read the names of some of our colleagues that have passed but have not forgotten.
We would like for all of you, we would welcome all of you to recite the nurse's prayer with us, and this is recited at the nurse's presentation. Give me strength and wisdom when others need my touch, a soothing word to speak to them, their hearts yearn for so much. Give me joy and laughter to lift a weary soul, pour in me compassion to make the broken whole. Give me gentle, healing hands for those left in my care, a blessing to those who need me. This is a nurse's prayer. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you to our honor guard. Okay. So this year, we have one last item with COVID that is a little bit different this year. And so myself and the other CNOs and Susan Grant, we're looking at some way to recognize and acknowledge all of our nurses across the system and in each site for truly being those frontline heroes and the nursing assistants and all the personnel that have helped. So we came up with a trophy in honor and with grateful appreciation to the frontline nursing heroes during COVID-19 pandemic of 2020 with Beaumont Troy. And so we will proudly display this for all of our nursing staff in the hospital. And with that, I just wanted to say a few words. You know, over the last several months, obviously we've all been challenged, but yet there's been shining examples of perseverance, resilience, teamwork, and even celebration. This pandemic has made the strength of nursing and the need for our work even more clear than ever before. At a time when patients are alone and isolated from their families and friends, the Troy nurses and nursing assistants have gone beyond clinical care with simple acts of compassion to brighten those long days of solitude and loneliness to show the patients how much they truly matter. There are no words to convey my gratitude and appreciation for all that you have all done, the sacrifices that everyone has endured, and the commitment and dedication. You know, I thought about, with Nurses Week and this being Florence Nightingale's 200th birthday, her one quote that says, "Nursing is an art, and if it is to be made an art, it requires an exclusive devotion as hard as preparation as any painter or sculptor's work." So it made me think about, the art of nursing at Troy and really how magnificent and unique and prized it is that it's, that piece of artwork that's shining in a gallery among other organizations and healthcare systems that sets us out from everyone else. And, the art of caring that we have here, the compassion, the endurance and resilience is just truly extraordinary, magnificent. So thank you so very much for all that you do, continue to do. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. And it is my pleasure to be able to honor all of our nursing staff with this award on behalf of myself and Susan Grant and all of our nursing leaders, just as one way to recognize all of the hard work that has been done. So thank you so very much. And with that, we will conclude our award celebration. Thank you. Have an amazing day. Continue to celebrate and recognize each other.